Hey, what is up? What is up, party people? This is Cam Jennings in the house. Yeah, I can't say for sure these things are going to help you guys. We all have our own systems, we all have our own processes. But I know that there are things that have definitely helped me get to the next level of my business. Um, and I wanted to share them with you guys, and I hope they'll help. So the first one is this: a fear of poverty. I generally operate like my back's against the wall all the time, even though it's not against the wall a lot now. I have a pretty good little infrastructure in place. I have a lot of products. I have a blog. I got a couple of membership programs, and it seems like even if I just sit around and don't do anything, I still got money coming in almost every single day. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that makes life sort of kind of easy for me in a way, but I don't like feeling like that. Because like for me, like I always think back to the hard times. Like I remember being a kid, with my electric getting shut off and our phone getting shut off and this and that and the heat getting shut off and all this stuff. And I draw back from those times. I draw from those times. Number two, no plan B, guys. There's no going back to work if this doesn't work out. I'm either going to win this race, or I'm going to die on the treadmill trying to win this race. I hope that makes sense to you guys, but it's kind of an all-in mentality. And I believe that you really have to kind of be all in to make it here. What we do here online is harder when you're comfortable. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go out there and quit your jobs, but I'm telling you, you got to be mindful of being comfortable. You got to be mindful of that. You can't be comfortable, right? And that's what I'm saying. So for me, number two is no plan B. Number three, guys, I try to publish value weekly, okay? And I don't mean publish value in places where nobody's going to see it. I mean publish value in places where people will see it, places where people already are, like on Facebook, on YouTube, on Reddit. You pick a place you like. I know when I formed Epic Conversions in 2016, I figured I wanted to, publish value weekly, and I picked Facebook and I picked YouTube. Those are my two places because I knew that my market was represented in both of those places. 4, right? Be a part of the scene. It's not enough just to publish value weekly. All right, that's not enough, man. If you want to be all in, if you want to be a marketer, and this is what you want to do for a living, show up every day, right? When you go to work at that job you don't like, you show up every day. You show up every day. You put into work for 8 hours. So what I'm saying is if you want this to be your job, man, give it a couple hours a day. Show up. Show up. Be in the place where people are networking, right? It's not enough just to publish your content on Facebook or publish your content on YouTube. Show up. Number 5, build your list from your audience, okay? When you're out there and you're publishing content weekly and you're out there and you're being a part of the scene and you're just kind of hanging out, you're getting to know the other people in your scene. As you're doing all that stuff, you're going to be starting to build authority from all that value you're publishing every week. All right. Now build your list from your audience. Okay. Whether that be from the free content that you publish weekly or the products that you release, publish consistently and build your list from your audience. Because what will happen when you do that is you will produce a list that converts at a high level. I'm not saying only build a list from that because it's going to feel like slow going. You know what I mean? As you build an audience, it takes time to cultivate a good audience and to build an audience. So to build your list from just your audience is a little slow. So I'm not saying don't employ other tactics to build your list. But what I am saying is that list that you're building from your audience is going to convert at a high level. And a lot of your sales are going to come from those, warm lists. So it's a really good list to have. Be productive. All right. Be productive. Produce sales and assets. Okay. I want you to go to places like Warrior Plus, to places like JVZoo, and I want you to look at your perennial favorites, people who are putting out products, people who are publishing things, and you see them constantly always making the top of leaderboards, constantly getting the wins, constantly doing great things. And I want you to look at how many times do they put out new products? How many times do they put out a new asset? How often are they doing it? How often are they running a sale? If they're not putting out a new product, are they running a sale? Check your email. Get on their email list and subscribe. See how often they're putting out a sale. How often is something new happening in their business, right? Because let me tell you something. I don't care if you go to Frank Kern. I don't care if you go to digital marketer Ryan Deiss. I don't care who you go to. You know, the people who are operating at a high level, like generally, they got something going on. Like every month, something is happening. And like me personally, like I strive to either have something new happening or have a sale or a product, even if I'm just putting it out for my list. Every single month, I want something happening, something new, something interesting. Because guys, if I'm not putting something new out, if I'm not being productive, if I'm not giving a new angle or a new look or a new sale, something to offer my list, then somebody else is. All right. That's the bottom line, because a buyer is going to buy. And I mean, no disrespect to anybody when I say that, but a buyer is going to buy. Guys, I hope this stuff's helpful to you, man. I hope these are lessons I've learned, you know, over these last few years, you know, working online. And, you know, I didn't start out knowing all these things. I kind of had to just learn them along the way. So number 7, man, leverage is the foundation of networking. Okay, leverage is the foundation of networking. You know, like I always hear people complaining about, you know, affiliates don't want to give them the time of day and they can't get anybody to help them and nobody wants to talk to them because they're new and they can't get any help. All right. Here's what I can tell you. Like everything gets easier the more leverage you have. All right. Now, when you're new and you don't have an email list and you can't drive any traffic and you don't have a YouTube channel and nobody knows who you are and you don't have an audience and you don't have any influence, like you have zero leverage. Your business has no leverage. Now, you can say that all these people are mean and all these affiliates are mean and it's some kind of, you know, I am circle jerk. And there's so many people saying, oh man, I'm getting out of this product launch game because it's just a big circle jerk. And if you're not in the circle, then you're not getting any luck or you're not getting any love or whatever. Guys, it's not a circle jerk. It's about leverage. If I want someone's attention, right, I can hit their leaderboard and I can just wreck that leaderboard. I will just wreck it. I will take first or second place in the contest. And then guess what? It becomes instantly easier for me to talk to that product vendor. Like instantly. Like way easier, okay? All of a sudden, it becomes easier. Now, why did it become easier? It became easier because I had leverage. And I just made that known. I just made it known that I have the power to push units. So now everybody's cool talking to me, right? Just because of what I can do, just because I have leverage. So then you got to ask yourself, well, how do I build, you know, leverage? Okay, so leverage is the foundation of networking, and networking gets easier the more leverage I have. How do I build leverage? Like literally, I can't think of an easier way to build leverage than to start a YouTube channel. It's free. It's like absolutely free. Start a YouTube channel and start like reviewing people's products and doing interviews with them on their products, right? Because the interviews will allow you to talk to them and, you know, break the ice a little bit. And also it will allow you to start building an audience on a YouTube channel. And that is leverage. Don't take it personal, okay? Stay useful and helpful. Like when you're trying to network out there with other people, dude, you're going to get all kinds of attitudes. I mean, people have real lives, right? We're in the age of smartphones. So, I mean, think about it. You're reaching out to them, but they're getting the message like when they're at the grocery store. They're getting these messages all the different times of the day and all manner of activities. So you're going to get all manners of attitudes. We're human beings. We're not always in a good mood. And that's part of the networking game. If you want to network with people, you just can't take anything personal. Just stay useful, stay helpful. Number 9, embrace the ritual of the grind. All right? I love it. You know how when you watch those Gary Vee videos, you watch, The Rock do his motivational videos on YouTube, or Arnold Schwarzenegger doing his inspirational video on YouTube. You can get stuck in this YouTube land of motivational videos, and you're watching Tony Robbins videos and all this stuff, motivational, inspirational, and you're pumped, right? But like real business, like the day-to-day, it's not like that. We don't stay in this land of constant motivation. At the end of the day, the bottom line is every single day we need to be putting a little bit of work in, right? Because if you're publishing a piece of valuable content every single week, and you're trying to be a part of the scene every day, and you're trying to build your email list up and stuff, that takes effort and that takes work. And some catchy little motivational quip about, back against the wall, that's not always going to do it for you. You're not going to have that every day. And I think that it's important sometimes to just, embrace the grind, right? It's a ritual. Have a routine, get up, stick to your routine, get the things done that you want to get done today. You know what I mean? Have about 3 things a day that you want to get done that moves your business forward, and embrace that. Embrace that ritual every single day, man. That's what I do, you guys, because the grind is consistent. You know what I mean? Motivation, it comes and goes. Inspiration, it comes and goes. But the grind is consistent. I can take heart in my rituals, my daily do lists. I can take heart in that stuff, and I can move my business forward. And that consistency is almost inspirational in itself, just to be consistent. Guys, I started Epic Conversions in 2016, and here we are going into 2019, and Epic Conversions is still standing, right? And I'm still here. Right? I'm still here, and I'm still publishing content 3 years after I started this little company. And that's motivational. You know what I mean? That's real inspiration to still be here. So listen, seriously, embrace the grind, the ritual of the grind. Embrace it. All right. And number 10, this is my last one. Don't let anybody lie to you and tell you this is easy. This takes effort, it takes energy, and it takes relentless action. Does it get easier? Hell yes, it gets easier. But you got to build the infrastructure first, Don't let anybody tell you this stuff's easy. Don't, because you know what? People say it's easy, and then you're going to think you're doing something wrong because you can't figure it out. You can't get it right. You're messing up. How come these cats are doing it? It's so easy, and they're making all this money, and I can't do nothing. Every time I try to do it, nothing happens. I can't make a single dime. I wasted all this money, blah, 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 blah. And man, this sucks, man. I guess I'm going to have to go back to work. Don't let people tell you this is easy, man. It's a grind. It's a grind, man. It's a grind, and it takes effort, and it takes energy. And, you got to be relentless in your action taking, imperfect action taking, right? Because it ain't going to be perfect. Look at this video, man. Look at this video we're doing right now. This ain't perfect. This is not perfect. I wrote this little card with 10 things I wanted to tell you. And I just wrote them down, 10 things I'd like to tell you going into 2019. I put them on these big cards here. I thought that might look cooler, just to display them one at a time. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, man. It could have been much better. But relentless action taking. Now, someone's going to watch this video, and someone is going to be moved by it. And for someone, they're going to watch this video, and that switch is going to get flipped, and they're going to move it into 2019, and they're going to blow up, right? And that's why I make these videos, and that's why I'm here. So anyways, man, you know what? That's it. That's all I got. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, and I hope you had an amazing 2018. And if you care, I'm down to 9 minutes and 48 seconds to solve a Rubik's Cube. Beat that. I'll see you guys. Peace.